I graduated from UT in '07, and the motto at UT is "What starts here changes the world." I really took that motto to heart. I really did. And upon graduation, I went to work for the American Cancer Society, right, major nonprofit. Worked there for about a year and a half. And I was moved by a lot of the stories I heard, and I wanted to make a bigger impact in the world. And and I'd been watching just way too much Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations, and I got hooked on this idea of seeing the world. It looked beautiful, and I felt like I jumped through all the hoops. So, like I said, I just sold everything I owned. My motorcycle, my car, my furniture, everything. And I only kept what I could fit into a backpack. And I just took off. I started off in Bangkok, and I just traveled around. And about 2 months into my travels, I was in Southeast Asia. And I was just genuinely shocked by the extreme poverty I saw there. I mean, I'd never seen anything like it. You see it through television, but to see it in person, just something else. It was difficult for me because here I am experiencing the greatest freedom I've ever known in my entire life. And it was difficult for me the juxtaposition of that freedom contrasted against the extreme poverty I saw around me. I'll never forget it. I'm walking down the street in Southeast Asia, and I see at the end of the street a mother and child. And this mother, she's holding her infant child. She's cradling her child. They're sitting on in the gutter, on the stoop, and there's gutter waste flowing below her legs. And not even 20 feet down from her, there's a rat scurrying in the gutter this big. And that moment was very difficult for me. I gave her everything I had, but it just wasn't enough. And realizing that there was nothing I could do on my own that was enough, I was inspired to want to do something to address the inequity I saw. I started reading a lot of Muhammad Yunus. He was very inspiring for me. And from that, I started thinking about what I could do. And I developed my first company. It was a 501c3 nonprofit called Goodwill Globetrotting. And the idea behind it is to help everyday travelers, such as myself, to be able to give back wherever they are in the world. Very simple, yet impactful way to just make a difference in the world. And it was from that work that I built this global charitable network of charitable organizations. And they would join the network and they would say, Josh, we really want to join your network, but what we really need right now is, X, whatever it is, maybe a computer for their community computer lab, or beds for a foster home, or office supplies. These are all things that I've had to get before for nonprofits. And in doing this, I started studying community development corporations, like Pew Partnership Foundation was very influential for me. They had these community development tools, things like asset mapping. Well, I saw asset mapping and I thought, maybe we can flip that on its head, right? Rather than looking at the assets in the community, let's look at the needs of the community. What is important there? And I talked with people, and they're like, "That's crazy. There's too much need." And I was like, "No, I think we can do something here. Let's try to work some magic." And we did. Connect2Good, which was my second company, it's a social enterprise. What we do is we actually inventory the needs in the community. All of these charitable organizations. So, for example, here in Austin, we have over 5,660 nonprofits in this area alone. A lot of need. That's not including faith-based community initiatives. And they need things like clothes and microwaves. I mean, just everything and anything you could think of. But no one was getting resources to them because no one knew about them. Everyone donates to the big guys. So I was like, well, you know what? So the needs are out there. They're already being posted. So I'm familiar with some technology initiatives, and I realized just doing some basic data mining, we could just scrape all of those wish lists from charitable organizations, put it into a centralized searchable database. And that's where we got needs-based asset mapping in Web 2.0, and we are kicking philanthropic ass. Connect2Good, right now we are expanding, so we actually got the product up. We presented it first at Capital Factory here in Austin, a major co-working space, nationally recognized. Barack Obama, when he visited Austin, he made sure to stop by there. So we presented there. We thought it was a great area to kind of show the product, to kind of show off what we'd done. The idea, though, was to actually launch here at Connect2Good through the panel discussion and just the media, the press. It's so hard to get that attention. Here at South by Southwest, you have, massive VC-backed apps that are coming out, and those guys have a lot of money, buku's cash, and they're able to have swag and T-shirts and stickers and just really promote their brand. And for us, where do we want to go from here? We need to get more people. We want to get traction. The only opportunity we've had to really kind of get word out about Connect2Good has been social media, Facebook, Twitter, and it's been great. We've actually had people using the site through social media. People have been making donations through Connect2Good already, and it's exciting because essentially we're taking this one simple idea that I had, and now we're expanding it, and other people. I mean, talk about producing value for the community. It's exciting. So what we want is we want more people to donate through the site. We want to create a greater value for the community. We want to make a bigger impact in the world. That's what we want. And so we are in Austin, Texas right now in our beta version. But after South by, we've made enough contacts. We have people approaching us. We've actually been approached as far outreaching as UK, wanting to know if we could provide our service there. And we can, but what we need to do is we need to actually get the press. We need big press releases and people to kind of get behind what we're doing and believe in this because it's worth believing in.